My name is Malcolm Roach Jr. I am the carpentry instructor at North Monco Technical Career Center. Construction carpentry is important because everywhere you look, there's a building. Currently in today's market, there's a huge demand for construction employees or skilled trade workers. The training that we provide here at North Monco prepares them for the workforce.
We prepare students to be college and career ready. The choice is theirs, what they decide to do once they leave us. But while they're here, we make sure they understand what their options are, and knowing that in the end, they will be the essential workers that keep the communities moving ahead.
You need to know your math, you need to know your science, you need to know all these other academic areas, but there's a shortage across the country in the trade areas, and CTE programs provide those students to the community.
Welcome to Construction Carpentry. All right, so this is our theory room. It's super, I wouldn't say super rare, but kind of rare that we're in here. 2 days a week, maybe 1 day a week, we're in here doing theory work. All right, so down here we have all the operators manuals for a lot of the tools that we use. They're all labeled.
In my theory room, we have mailboxes and shelving with operator's manual for over 50 tools. When I first started here, in the grade book, it says, student has learned how to operate power tools. And I was supposed to put a grade in there for that. And in construction industry, we're using hundreds of tools. So I thought it was important to have measurables as far as safety on each tool that the students use.
During their projects, like say that they have to use a miter saw, or say that they have to use an impact driver or drill driver. Before they can use that tool, they have to review the operator's manual and pass the assessment on the laptop.
Oh, nice.
Then they're authorized to use that tool.
Every tool the students have to read before they operate it. They have to read the operator's manual, they have to take a knowledge-based assessment, then they have to come out into the lab and operate the power tool in front of me in a safe manner after a demonstration. And I thought by breaking down the tools individually, that would better help me assess the students' safety and understanding of each power tool. Here at North Monco, we grade on 3 different tiers. All right, so you have skills, which is your hands-on skills, your swinging a hammer, you're operating a saw, laying out a rafter. We have knowledge, which is written type assignments, textbook assignments, estimations, and we have ethics. And ethics is an extremely important part of our grading system. They're essentially soft skills. Did you show up to work on time? Were you professional? Are you dressed in your uniform? Did you come prepared for work? These are all important grading skills and important life skills that we train our students here at the school to prepare them for meaningful employment in industry.
So the work ethic program here at North Monco is part of the grading system. So students come into their programs and the teachers structure the programs just like the workplace. Students need to have the attitude, the attendance, and the effort that employers look for when they're hiring in the field. So when students come in, they need to be prepared. They must have their uniform on. They must be ready to work. Prior assignments need to be completed. And of course, they must be on time and they have to be attentive. And that's part of the attitude. We think it makes a lot of difference in the grading structure at the school.
So during the day, I walk around with a clipboard. And on that clipboard has the student's name. All right. And as I'm walking around, if a student's operating in an unprofessional manner or an unsafe manner, they lose ethics points for the day. So for example, if a student's over here and they're operating a table saw and their buddy's next to them and they're horse playing or their work area isn't clean or they're not wearing their safety glasses, I'm shutting the tool off and I'm professionally saying to them, you weren't wearing your safety glasses and your work area isn't clean and you're losing ethics points for the day. This holds students accountable all day long. So if they see me even with the clipboard in my hands, they're on high alert.
Ethics points and the soft skills are 30% of their overall grade for the market period. So knowledge is written paperwork assignments. All right, so that's 40%, or no, 30% of the students' overall grade.
Okay.
And then the remaining 40% is the actual hands-on skills that the students have.
Great.
All right, so operating a saw, doing something.
Safety is important in my classroom because at any given day I could have between 12 and 20 students in this room. There are power tools moving, there are drills going, there are hand tools being operated at all times. You can't watch everybody at once. I don't care if you're the Superman of CTE. You have to be able to, just like an industry, train somebody and have a belief that they can operate that tool without you supervising them 1 foot away. It's super important that these students understand how to safely use the tools, because in industry, day one, their boss might put that tool in their hand and say, go to work.
So this is our wood shop area. This is typically where 9th and 10th graders learn their basic hands-on skills and operations. All right, you can see up here on the top of our shelf, this is our first year project. So when students show up day one, I'm not like, let's build something basic or something boring. I try to keep it engaging, all right? So what we do is we build chairs, we build these benches, we build Christmas Christmas and holiday ornaments and stuff. And it's like turned into Santa's workshop for like 3 weeks. And all the money that we raise goes to Skills USA.
And so that's here at the school.
That's here at the school. Well, yeah, it's
and the community comes in.
And this year, it's because of the virus. We can't do breakfast. You can't do that virtually. Like, hey, everybody make pancakes, and we're gonna sit down and have breakfast with Santa. But it's an awesome experience. The kids really like it. We play our Christmas music in here, and we do what we have to do.
Safety is something that we often take for granted. Oh, just hop up on that chair and change that light bulb, or hop on that stool real quick and dust off the shelves. All right, one accident and one mistake could be a life-injuring or life-threatening mistake. In CTE here in my program, safety is a priority because these students need to understand in any circumstance you could be injured and how to prevent it. The biggest tool that somebody uses in industry, especially construction, is their body. If they fall off a ladder, if they slip and fall, if they electrocute themselves, all right, they're out of work for 2 to 3 weeks. They're not providing for their family, they're not collecting a paycheck.
Well, North Montco makes safety a priority in the classroom because of the equipment we're working with. We're trying to prepare these kids for work in the real world. And the better trained they are, the more safe they are. You know, we're not worried about them putting them out on the job. Especially as a cooperative education, we're putting these kids out to work while they're in school. The employers want kids that are safe. We want to make sure our kids are safe so that they're not going to be a danger to themselves or other people around them in the shops.
We got the fire blankets, fire extinguishers, of course, the pool things for safety, the pool blocks for safety. If you look around over here, we have emergency shut-off switches. So if I'm here, I walk in this area and I look over at this, at the table saw, and there's somebody horse playing or something isn't going the way that I want it, I can shut down the whole shop. Everything
Goes off.
Yeah, so if you look around, there's a button up front, there's a button by the door over here, there's buttons back here. So I literally, all the hardwired stationary tools at any point, I could be like, so that I'm blessed, knock on wood, I've never had to do it. You know what I mean? But it's something that is another resource that we use.
North Montco Technical Career Center is located in Lansdale, Pennsylvania. We are in the Northeast Corridor, one of the busiest areas of America. Commerce, trucks, construction sites, it's enormous. We're a huge part of America's economy. Students have to have OSHA 10 to work for the majority of reputable construction outfits and firms in the area. CareerSafe and their platform makes it easy for my students to obtain that certification and have it on their resume.
CareerSafe's OSHA 10 program is a great resource for teachers to use. It's one of the few things that kids can throw on a resume right out of high school. And it's something that they can carry with them throughout industry. And I mean, all the industries recognize what OSHA 10 is. It's really a well put together program. I did it myself. I used to have all my warehousing students go through it. It's a great way to get kids started on a road to being safe at work and understanding what to look out for.
CareerSafe OSHA 10 is used across the board in a number of areas. This is to ensure student safety, not just here at the school, but in the workplace. And we know that employers look for that when students apply for jobs.
There's our whiteboard there, something we're proud about this year, the industry certifications and that we talked about today, SB2, OSHA 10, and American Ladder. This year we already have 71. So we'll be on track for about 130 industry certifications this year. Yeah, so something I take a lot of pride in. So you can see there's some of the OSHA stuff that they're doing this week. They're doing the excavations and material handling this week.
It's a very easy process. How can I explain it? CareerSafe has taken the time to provide learning guides and resources to help the students move through the process. It's a win-win for everybody.
A lot of the kids don't even realize what they need to be looking for out on the job, and CareerSafe's OSHA 10 is put together in a fashion that the kids, while they're working on it, it's opening their eyes to dangers that might be around them. It's a great program.
So on behalf of myself and CareerSafe, we would like to present you, Mr. Roach, with the 2020 CareerSafe National Safety Educator of the Year Award.
Thank you. Wow. Wow. That's awesome. That's nice, man. I like that. Thanks. It's not possible without y'all guys. This is a family and a group, man, and I appreciate every one of you. Thank you very much. All right.